Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Colorado Avalanche Be a GM. I really appreciate your guys' support through the playoffs and for my very, very embarrassing moment, obviously. I appreciate your support through that too. You guys truly are the best. Again, it won't happen again. I can promise you that. That was a really stupid thing for me to do. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. We're going to push forward. You guys said you can make up for it by making a ton of Be a GM videos, so obviously I got to do that. So we're in the re-sign phase. Now, I took a look already ahead of time to save some time. What our depth chart is going to look like this year, who we're going to re-sign and what have you. So centers, obviously our number one is Matt Duchene. Number one is Nathan MacKinnon. Matt Duchene is number 2. Ryan O'Reilly is number 3, and Jarrett Stoll will remain number 4. So out of this group, the only player we have to re-sign is Ryan O'Reilly. All right. For left wing, Landeskog will be on our top line. Odds are over the offseason he's going to get to about an 89, maybe even a 90 overall as a power forward. He may stay an 88, but most likely he's going to be an 89. Jamie McGinn will actually be playing on the third line alongside Ryan O'Reilly, and then Sven Baertschi will play on the second line. He'll get better. He'll probably finish at about an 83, 84 overall. Some of you said get rid of Baertschi, and this is why. 22 points on that second line. Yeah, it's not great. I think what we'll do is we'll sign him. If we can find something in free agency that's much better, we'll trade Sven Baertschi away for some picks and then really get a good second-line sniper, or maybe even a playmaker to play along side of Duchene and Tarasenko. That might look really good there. I think usually playmakers are a lot cheaper. So if we sign Sven Baertschi, we might be able to trade him away. He's got a good shot, for the slap shot, but he just has not been delivering for us. 22 points on that second line, and that's like 40 on the 40 the year before is not good. Not good enough for a player like him. He needs to be better than that, but he is only 82 overall. Moving on, Corey Conacher will not be rejoining us. A couple reasons why. He's a playmaker, playing the third line, and we already have 2 two-way forwards there. I'd like to add a third one. So Corey Conacher, we're just going to let him go. We're going to try and find a third line, right wing, two-way forward, somebody that can bang. We don't need very much, over like maybe 80, 81 overall max. Okay. Right wing, Patrick Kane's going to be the number one on the number one line there. He's making the most, so he might as well. Tarasenko will be on the second line alongside Matt Duchene and possibly Sven Baertschi. And then Steve Downey and Neuber will play alongside of Jarrett Stoll on the fourth line. So those are 2 players we have to re-sign, Steve Downey and Kyle Neuber. Kyle Neuber, still that body checking is incredible. Decent shot. Look, he finished it at a 0 and 15 points. That's almost as many points as Baertschi in 82 games. That's a really good number for him. That's unbelievable. So there's no reason why we can't keep him around. On defense, we don't have to re-sign anybody. That's the nice thing. This is all pretty much set. Cam Fowler and Eric Johnson will be the top pairing, offensive and defensive. 2 two-way defensemen, Tyler Myers and Tyson Barrie. And then an defensive defenseman, and offensive defenseman, Chris Russell and Justin Falk. Obviously, Justin Falk is in his last year at 2.47, so next year we could re-sign him. He does not bad, does he not? He puts up 10 points. 6 points. That's pretty good for a third pairing defensive defenseman. His plus minus isn't great. He's taken some penalty minutes. Probably that's part of the problem. But Chris Russell, his partner, how many points has he got? He got 16 points last year. Not too bad for that third pairing. That is not bad at all. So Chris Russell at 9.45 is a great deal. Our defense are so cheap. Look at this: 2 at 5, 2 at 4, 1 at 2, and 1 at like a million. Goalies, this is where it's going to get a bit interesting. Obviously, Pollock's going to be our goalie of the future. I'm going to re-sign Calvin Pickard, and I'm going to trade Semyon Varlamov. There's just no reason to keep him around anymore. I just don't see him being in the team. There's no way. We got Pickard and Pollock's going to be our starting goalie. Pickard will be our backup goalie, and Varlamov will hightail it out of here. It depends on how much Pickard wants. We'll judge whether or not we sign him. We'll take a look here, actually. So we're going to have to get my calculator out. So first off, centers. There was one center we needed to re-sign, and that was Ryan O'Reilly. Now, what does he want? Now, we got $14 million to spend, and he wants 4.7. Now, we can spend the money on these players because we have that ability. We've got the money to do it. So let's see. He wants 4.7 for 3 years. I got to think about it like this. He's going to be a third-line player for us. So for now, we can afford him, but for the future, maybe not. So Ryan O'Reilly, for now, will play will continue to stay with us because he did really well. There's no reason to expect why he won't be with us for a while to come anyway. So he's asking 4.9. Hold on. Where's 4.7? How'd that come into play? So 4.9 is what he's asking. Well, let's back out here. Let's see if it resets. That's kind of all buggered up. Asking 4.9. I don't know why it's set to 4.7 down here. So 4.9 2 times 0.85. We could get him for 4.185. So we will offer him 4.185. That's a good price for Ryan O'Reilly. But he's a third-line player, so that's what we have to keep in mind. Hishon, we will sign. We'll sign those other guys last. Sven Berchi. Like I said, we're going to re-sign Sven Berchi. 2 years. See, he's not going to be very good, apparently. So let's give him... Should we give him 1 year at 2.045? Let's do that. Oops. 2.045 times 0.85 is 1.740. So let's save some money on him. Let's do it like this. If we don't get him at this price, we'll give him the 2 years. But at least this time we can trade him. He'll have a low cap hit. We're not going to re-sign Conacher. We will get to Rahala and Bork afterwards. Right wingers, we do need to sign Downey and Newber. Now Downey could be a little bit expensive. 2.395. So for a fourth line player, that's what we're going to be paying him. They want 4.75. What is going on with that? Let's get okay. 2.475 times 0.85. So we can get him for 2.105. Okay. So that's that again. We've got the cap space to do it. Oh, for God's sake, 105. Man, oh man. Okay, so there we go. We'll offer that to him. And Newber, he'll probably want very little, so we're gonna get him as low as we can. How many years can we sign him for? $1 million. It's only 55,000 more, so that should be $850,000. That makes it easier for me. Okay, 2 years for Newber. I've really liked what he's done for our team. Defensemen, we don't have to re-sign anybody, and goalies, we will leave for now just until I get it through a day and see how many people I've got. I think I might lose one of them. I think I might not get Ryan O'Reilly. Let's see here. So we got Sven Berchi, nice. We got Steve Downey. We got Ryan O'Reilly. And Newber rejected. He does not want something. So let's see what the hell the difference was. Newber. Negotiate new contract. So let's give him the 1 year, I guess, if that's what he wants. 0.955 times 0.85 is 815. Okay, so that's what he wants. That's what he's gonna get. All right. So now now that we've got $8 million to spare, I'm gonna go to Calvin Pickard. He's probably gonna want around $2 to $3 million. Oh, 1.735 for 1 year. What's 2 years? Let's get him at 2 years because that'll finish him off. 1.775 is 1.510. That's really nice. That's good to have that. That gives us a little bit more leeway in our contracts, and that'll give us tons of cap space when it comes to dealing with Varlamov when we get rid of him. We'll give us ton more cap space, and we can actually go out and sign a solid free agent here. This could be a really interesting offseason for us. We have one player to add. We got Calvin Pickard, and we got Newber. Okay, so we got all the main pieces that we want. We got $7.3 million in cap space. Hishon will be part, so I'm going to add Hishon to the system here. Sure. Okay. And I also wanted to add Oliver just because we don't have too many other good centers. If he gets bumped, he gets bumped in free agency. Audette, we're going to release Audette. We don't need him. Who else here? We won't worry about them. If they're not signed, they're not signed. Left wingers, Corey Conacher, we're not going to sign. Tony Rahala, we're going to sign. He's a nice-looking sniper. They got him as a fourth-line player, and they got him at 1.025. Oops, oh, for God's sake, 1.025, for God's sake, 1.025, 0.85. So we can get it for 871. So when we play him in the minors, 875. When we play him in the minors, he can actually fit under the cap without affecting our space in the NHL. Because if a player goes over the minimum rookie amount, which is whatever $950,000, if it goes over that, we're gonna have to sign Burgess here. Then it won't count. Like whatever goes over it, the $950,000. If he makes $1 million, it'll cost or $950,000. It'll cost $500,000 basically, or $50,000 on your regular salary cap. So we're not gonna re-sign Zinder. He's a grinder? Yeah, we don't want him. Defenseman Hunwick, we're not gonna re-sign. We will sign Siemens. Okay, 2 years at that price. That's good. That's fine. Witherspoon. I know I've told you guys in the future or in the past to sign these guys for cheap too. But when their progress is like this, Red Stars don't bother. It's Morrissey you have to watch out for, guys like that. Geertsen, he's signed. And we've got D'Angelo signed. We're not going to sign anyone else. Goalies, have we got everybody signed we want? Yep. So we're going to sim up a day. We're going to see how many of these players we've got. I believe only one of them is going to affect our cap space, and that'll be Rahala. Let's see here. Oliver, Hishon, Rahala, Burgess finally, Witherspoon, Bork, and Siemens. We got all of them. I believe that gives us everybody we wanted. Let me just see. All skaters. Yeah, we weren't going to sign Conacher, Holden, Hunwick, Bourne, Moores, Cote. Yeah, we weren't going to sign any of those players. So we will leave it like that. We're going to go out now, and we're going to get to the first. And we're going to see what free agents are available. Now, I have one question mark in the NHL lineup, and I got a few question marks in the AHL lineup where I might want to add some depth to. That's fine. I don't care about Zinder. I'm really not going to give him a contract. There's no need for me to keep him in the system. He'll just be taking up space where other players could take advantage. So let's see what kind of free agents there are. We're looking for about a third pairing right winger. You can see you've got a couple solid players here. Nobody with really high overalls, as you can see. So we might be sticking with Sven Berchi, especially at his price. Thomas Vincor, he's center sniper, 81 overall, terrible face-offs. Remember we traded him to Colorado in that trade or not Colorado. Who was it? Who the heck did we trade him for? I can't remember anymore. Corey Conacher, let's see. Is there any other? Let's see. Here's a right wing. Cam Atkinson, sniper, no. Marcus Kruger, a two-way forward center with 70 face-offs. Tyler Johnson. Danny DeKaiser. No, he's done. Tom Pyatt. Two-way forward. No, they're still too low. Korpikoski. The left wing two-way forward. He could play the right wing. And he looked, pardon me, I got the sniffles. He looked really good on that line, but he's two teams interested in Korpikoski. Well, then let's do this. Let's go see what we can find for a third-line pairing player. Let's go shop Varlamov around, because there's nothing really available right now. I thought there might be more. Let's see here. Goalies. Who wants Varlamov? He's got good trade value, too. We could pick up a pick. Okay, Calgary wants him, but we're considered rivals. Chicago would want him, but we're considered poor. Columbus. All right, Columbus. They only want to get rid of Marian Gaborik. We have no interest in Marian Gaborik. Let's see what you've got for an 80th. Ryan Johansson, 81 overall playmaker. They got him as a third. He'd be a second-line center. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that two-way forward player. Morty, what are you? A power forward, 80 overall, 4 stars. Big body checking, good shot. He could complement that third pairing really nicely. Two-way forwards don't particularly play well with power forwards. That's the only thing. But Morty, is he a 4-star power forward? 4-star power forward. He could be a nice pickup. All right, we'll keep him in mind. What's his name? Motre. I'm going to just write that down. Nick Motre. Columbus Blue Jackets. Okay, so we'll keep in mind because he's got a good shot too. Nick Foligno, there's an 82 overall player. Again, they don't want to get rid of anybody, so Nick Foligno would be a good option for us as a cheap player. But between the two, I'd rather go with the other guy. Let's see. Let's continue. Dallas looks like they're an option. Purcell, Chasen, Dickinson, Brett Ritchie, no. Okay, not Detroit. Detroit wants to get rid of Johan Franzen. Not really interested. They want to get rid of everybody. Look at this. Zetterberg, Kronwall, Franzen. Do they have anybody that's a depth player? Not really. Anthony Mantha. Do you have him 5 red stars? Yeah, 4.5 red stars, sorry. So Anthony Mantha is an option, but probably not. Not Detroit then. Let's check. It can't get much worse in Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins, Hall, Schultz, Eberle. Datsuk, what are you? 4-star, two-way defenseman. No, it's okay. Oh, I didn't even notice he was a D-man. Perron, Yakupov, no. Not really. Florida, considered our rival. We really do not have too many friends out here. Christopher Stieg. A sniper. No, we don't need a sniper. I thought Christopher Stieg was a two-way forward. My bad. Farrell, no. All right. LA doesn't want him. So everybody that we can trade with, we got terrible reputation. Palmanville. Granlund, no, nobody here. Montreal, we got good rep with Montreal. We might find a trade partner here. Morita, no. Morita's got four yellow stars, and he's a two-way forward. That was that guy that we thought we'd pick up, but I don't think it'll be him. Rene Bourque, though. Rene Bourque. He's 35 years old. 35 years old, two-way forward. He's a really good option there. Do they have anybody else? Because if I add a Rene Bourque to the pile, like, look at the gap. We'd get something else in return. I could probably pick up Morita. They don't want to get rid of Bourque, though. That's the problem here. Let's see the potential. That's a pretty even trade there. Morita for Varlamov. Asking for Bourque might be tough because they don't want to get rid of him. Do they want to get rid of anybody else? Okay, no. We'll come back. We'll revisit that. Nashville isn't on them. New York Islanders. What's our rating? Neutral. So let's see what they've got here. Doesn't look like they want to get rid of anybody. Bouchard, no. He's a playmaker. Whitney, no. Nothing really going on here. Griffin Reinhardt's only that low? Oh, it's because he's Red Stars. Okay. New York Rangers. Again, not much in the way of excitement here. Palmieri. I mean, we could pick up Palmieri for cheap because he's only 1.9 power forward with a good shot. He's maxed out, but players with that low value means that they don't contribute very much. Ottawa, poor. Philadelphia. They want to get rid of Hartnell. We do not want Hartnell. Matt Reed. He's a sniper, I believe, so no. Kopecky, no. Phoenix. They would get rid of Verbata. He's a sniper, is he not? Yeah, around Verbata. He's a sniper. And what's his cap hit? 4.035. Not something I'm willing to take on at this point. Ribeiro, no, not really there. Pittsburgh, we have good rep. They want to get rid of Paul Martin. Bennett. Bennett, is he a two-way forward or is he a playmaker? Oh, a sniper. Bo Bennett, but he's a 4 green stars. He's pretty good. Yeah, not something I want again on the third line. I want a good defensive line. Chicago. I want to check Chicago out again because they've got, what's his name? Havlat, sniper. No, that's okay. Not St. Louis, not Tampa, not Toronto. Vancouver. BX. They want to get rid of the Sedins. That's it. Winnipeg. Nobody here in Winnipeg. Anaheim. No. Okay, let me check Chicago again. Where's that dude? I thought he was in Chicago. He had great two-way forward ability. Hartman, 81 overall. He's got 97 defensive awareness. This is that guy that we were looking for. He would be an awesome third-line player. Great body checking. He contribute offensively. He'd be my ideal player. I want to get Ryan Hartman. So let's throw Ryan. Oops, no, let's not throw Peary on that. Let's throw Hartman. Where the hell did he go? I've missed. And he's really cheap too. Hartman. Okay. They won't take this probably because of the cap space. Let's see. Or it might be the contracted goalies that they have. Potential, Nicoletti, no. Brandon Saad, no. Dano, 4 yellow star center two-way forward. So I'd have to take Dano off their hands. And, Clendening? They got him as a 5-star? No, he's not 5 stars. But he's a two-way defenseman. Not bad. Not a bad little option there. But I think I'd add, Dano. This won't go through because of the goalies. I can guarantee it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to ask for a goalie. Their worst goalie that they have. Any goalies? They've got one goalie. How is this not going through? Is it the cap space, perhaps? No. Why won't this go through? And I could actually pick up probably another player. Are these sorted by potential? Yeah, that's the only 2 players. Clendening and Dano and Hartman. Those are the 3 that I'd want. That probably wouldn't go through. I'd have to take Clendening off. And I'd have to ask for a pick. Let's ask for the 4th and the 5th. Now let's find out why this won't go through, and it'll tell us. We are going to reject this proposal as it put us too close to the league maximum salary cap for our comfort. So I'd have to take a player back from them that's got a larger salary. That's got low potential. Right here, Peary. That would go through. Who's Peary exactly? A center playmaker. I don't want him. That's the only problem. He would have no place on our team. I would trade him away for a pick. I don't know if this will go through now because of Peary. Okay, we can try this. Varlamov for all of these guys? I doubt it. There's too much value on this side of the ice. Well, you never know. You never know with this. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if this goes through. No. Okay. I'd probably have to take. Let's take the picks off. Let's try just the 5th. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So we got a couple of nice depth players. Now, Obviously, that trade was for some picks and Dano. Or, not Dano. Well, we picked up a depth player, which is nice. Dano. He'll be a centerman to play for our minor league team, which is really nice to have that. We also got that third line player, and we got another draft pick. And, what the hell's his name? Where is he? Where's that guy? I'm gonna get rid of him right now. What the hell did I just trade? Peary. Let's trade him back to them for... They would get rid of their first. Oh, this won't go through because of cap? Peary. I hate you. Okay, who would take Peary? Columbus. They don't want to get rid of it. Dallas. No. Everybody will take Peary. Florida, Los Angeles. God damn it. I just want to get rid of Peary here before I wrap up this video. Scroll down. There we go. Boston. I'll trade the first, Boston's first, for Peary. That'll give us another first round pick. That's pretty close. They may not take this. I may have to throw in something. They don't want anything else. Let's see if this will go through. No. Okay, so I'm going to ask for... No, they don't have a second. Okay, let's see if anybody's got a second. Calgary is, Carolina, Chicago. They won't take it because, yeah, it's not approved. Columbus, Dallas, Detroit. Every team will take them. That's kind of the nice thing about it. Let's try with LA. It probably won't. This will give us some more cap space, too, which is really nice. All right, let's try this. No. Let's give them... They don't want any picks. Okay, let's ask for their second and their third round pick for Peary. That'll go through, I think. That'll go through. Here, let's try this. There you go. I doubt anybody will think Los Angeles came out on the short end of the stick with this trade, so it's a done deal. I'd say so. All right, so we picked up a lot of cap space, which is really nice. It can give us some trades. Now, I'll take a look at our depth chart really quickly before I wrap things up. Our centers. So Nathan McKinnon, Matt Duchene, Ryan O'Reilly, and Jarrett Stoll. Followed by Landeskog, Bertschy, McGinn, and Rahal. Well, no, that won't be Rahal. Rahal is in the minors. And then we got Patrick Kane, Tarasenko, Hartman, Downey. And then Neuber as well will be playing on the fourth line. Our D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those guys there. And then our goaltenders, Pollock and Picard. We just got rid of Varlamov and picked up a couple extra picks. That is pretty good way to wrap things up. So we've got rid of the question mark in the NHL team. We've taken away one question mark in the minors. So we will go out and look at free agency here. We've got $9 million to spend. If I wanted to, I could pick up Marian Hossa, or I could pick up Nazem Kadri. I don't know. I've got the money that I could spend on Marian Hossa. We could afford him at $7 million. We could afford him and move Sven Bertschy out. What do you guys think about adding Marian Hossa to the mix? I'll put him on the left wing. Let him play there instead of the right wing. But you guys let me know what you think about that. If you think that might be a good combination, we'll go after Marian Hossa. We'd probably have to sign him for about 7.5 because there's 3 other teams interested. Probably have to sign him for about 7.5 because we've got all this cap space now. We don't really have an issue. So you guys let me know. Until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.